Tell me, Alphen, wherever did you learn how to wield a sword?
I was wondering the same thing too, actually. I'm guessing you knew how to fight before you met the Crimson Crows, right?
I used to be a soldier who served a Dahnan master. I never saw the guy's face, but I still fought for him because he was my employer. Looking back, it wasn't all that different from being a slave.
A Dahnan master? That must have been before the Renans brought you to Lenegis 300 years ago.
You must fight using real Dahnan techniques then.
Really? We used to have our own sword arts?
There's a lot of our own history we've lost since the Renans first invaded. It's not all magic and art. I'm sure it includes things like sword styles too. It's incredible and also a little surreal to see those arts still survive after all this time.
Not only that, but I first learned these moves while serving one ruler, only to end up turning my sword on the ruling class altogether. Pretty ironic when you think about it.
I apologize if I dredged up unfortunate memories for you.
Nah, we're good. It's in the past now. All we ever did in those days was stir up trouble.
You're using those skills for a good cause now. It's not all bad.
I suppose this is what people mean when they say that every cloud has its silver lining.
Exactly. He's using those sword skills to make the world better. Could be a lot worse.
True enough. I will stop worrying about mentioning it then. Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
No wonder we couldn't manage to find them. They've been holed up here all this time, hiding.
The remnants of Volron's forces. You think they were planning an ambush on Pelegion?
Possibly. Then again, knowing how blind their devotion is, maybe they were just waiting.
Waiting? For Volron, you mean?
Even though we already defeated him? But yes, I suppose you're right. For these guys, that would just be a technicality. They act more like worshippers than subjects. They're probably still in denial that he was overthrown in the first place.
Either that, or they were biding their time until the next crown contest. Either way, their allegiance is to their lord.
Who they're convinced and expectant will return. So in the meantime, they wait patiently in preparation for the day that he finally does. That's way more than just loyalty. It's no less than total subjugation.
You're wide open! I'm on it!
Illuminate the dark! Come forth!
I'm on board! You're done!
Are those arms even natural?
Eat this! In Alpha! Really good!
Sleep now!
You're try harder! Not a chance!
Not in this room! Sleep now!
Elucidity!
Saving this one!
Eagle Ray!
Lightning
Damn it!
strike!
Too fast! Stand back! I'll trip it up!
One more time!
Roll now! Talon Hurricane!
Holy Lance!
Catapult! Whirlwind Snap! Here I come! Catapult!
Illuminate
Try
the
harder! My turn!
Holy
Inferno
Glitter!
Punch!
Holy Lance!
Eagle of the Northwind! Hurricane Thrust! Searing Gale! Benediction Light! Dragon Yell!
Illuminate
Now I can let loose!
Come forth! Holy Glimmer!
Our weapons are the sword and...
Fists and...
staff.
And you ruined it.
You've noticed it, haven't you?
Notice what?
I'm referring to Shion.
I never thought you, of all people, would come to me about her.
Yes, well, what concerns me has more to do with what machinations may be currently unfolding in secret on Lenegis as we make our way along this tunnel.
And you're saying it's related to Shion in some way?
Perhaps. She believed there was a good possibility that the Renis Alma may free her from her thorns. One would think after losing the Renis Alma, she would be more dismayed, and yet she isn't. Why? There's also the matter of the power that she inherited from...
You heard what she said. She didn't know about the Maiden's power.
Mere ignorance does not preclude her deep connection to the events unfolding around us. You recall when her thorns went rampant in Castle Delpharis. I've never seen dark astral energy manifest in such a way.
I thought you said all Renans had dark astral energy inside of them.
Correct. However, what Shion exhibited was far beyond what any ordinary citizen could ever possibly possess. And let me be clear. I do not intend to cast doubt on Shion, or her motives. Nevertheless, I cannot shake the feeling that there's more to all of this than what we currently know. Do you disagree?
No further! You're mine!
Rising Wyvern!
I never fit!
Not so fast!
Take it! I'm only getting started! Theory, heavy-wielding art? Now I've seen everywhere! Tornado! I'll be safe!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Technique, and you color your weapons for me. That's not to give me any energy.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever. I've never seen Shion.
They took a lifetime to master.
You know, to keep training.
Wow! Look what I just found.
It's obvious that people used to go through here in order to get to the other realms.
You think Volron really did seal it off to keep it hidden then?
Seems like it. Those soldiers we encountered might have known about it, chosen to hide out here.
But with the entrance collapsed and exposed, they must have been forced to come out of hiding.
Hi, Hoodle! Sighted! It's overhead!
I shall ensure you survive this!
Illuminate the dark!
Searing flame! Rising Dark!
There! Go! Mega ray!
Feel you where you stand!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for you to do! You're really, really strong, Alvin!
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, reassuring to have you around.
Yeah, and the bubbling to me.
Be still!
Here I come!
Elusive deity!
Dance in the wind!
Raining pile driver!
Air thrust!
Rising Wyvern!
Dance in the wind! In here!
Can't get out of this! I'll thank you! Win! Finish it!
Law, get toasty!
Bird strike!
Nicely done.
You got company! Sighted! You're mine! Illuminate
Where
the
are you
dark!
going?
Come forth! Holy glimmer!
Can you take it?
Holy
Here I
lamp!
come!
And that's my will!
Rising
I can
Wyvern!
shatter any steel.
Let the marksman handle this! Do it! Alpin! Astral energy!
Say no more.
Shot!
Well done! Here goes! One last! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Begin!
Ha!
Not so fast!
One more!
Any injuries?
I see supplies and other signs people were living here. Even Zoogle cages.
Definitely looks like this is where the remnants of Voron's forces hold themselves up. Yeah.
They were hiding in a place like this all along.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Where are you going? Thank you.
In here!
Be careful, everyone. Is it normal?
Everlasting dark.
Negative guilt. We got fire.
I've got some. Let him marksman.
All yours.
Holy land!
Mirage.
Healing
I owe you one. You're mine. We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back. Dragon Swarm. Finish it. Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclops! Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
We got some good equipment!
I can't say its appearance is to my tastes, personally.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Hold on to
Try
your heart.
harder.
Here I come!
Try harder. My turn.
Illuminate the
Come and face me. Eat this.
Now! Darling! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes, a merry distraction.
There's still more to go.
Try harder. Take this.
Radiant here!
You're mine.
No further!
It's
Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
Driven and talented.
Finish it.
Redwell! Astral energy! Full throttle! Not too shabby, if I do say so myself.
Far more than the power I can conjure alone, that's for sure.
Was that a compliment?
Discourteous, aren't you?
Thank you.
Take it! I'm only getting... Your wings won't save you from me!
Rising water.
Searing tempest! And then I will! Searing tempest! And then I will! Flare tornado! One more! These enemy arts to me! Maybe my arts do have a place in this world.
Sure, there's tons you can do.
Holy land! Take
Be
it!
still.
You're mine!
Some thy sins.
Be
They
still.
smite with
One
blinding
more.
blow. Take this!
Try this.
Radiant here!
Execution!
On your
Radiant storm! Burning blood! Glacial storm! Piercing go get him! Freeze blade!
That extra training paid off.
How much do they have to steal from us to be satisfied?
What's that thing's purpose, anyway? Some kind of siphon that sends the astral energy the Lords harvested to Lenegis?
Not as far as I'm aware. That said, it has become evident since the forming of the Renis Alma, as well as other recent events, that my insight may be thin. I would, as I believe the saying goes, take what I say with a grain of salt.
Dohalim.
At the very least, I believe we can assume that whoever is pulling the strings behind the scenes has had this in the works for quite some time.
Why's that?
The people on Lenegis may have plenty of resources at their disposal, but not even they could prepare something like that in a mere month. Something of that magnitude takes considerable time, as well as a predetermined goal in mind.
Then what was the crown contest for?
At this stage, I think it was but one step in the greater scheme we see unfolding before us. What that scheme is exactly, I haven't a clue. For now, I believe we should keep moving. The path continues. It's quite possible it will take us all the way to Cyslodia.
Agreed. Let's keep moving.
So Shion's thorns are dark astral energy.
Rinwell. Are you worried about Shion?
Of course I am. But I don't know how to talk to her about it.
You and me both.
Come to think of it, what happened to those 4 lights that fell from Lenegis along with the wedge?
All 4 of them scattered in different directions. It's anyone's guess where on Dana they might have landed.
I'm not entirely sure, but it seemed like those lights may have all been different elements of astral energy.
So even though they're using the wedge to siphon off energy from Dana, they're shooting it back down to Dana as well? Why?
I don't know. It all happened so suddenly.
Hopefully it's not a sign of some new threat we'll have to deal with.
But if that red woman has anything to do with the wedge, then what could that light...
It's weird, isn't it?
Oh?
The Red Woman. Shion and Dohalim said they'd never seen her before Pelegion.
Are you saying they're lying to us?
No, it's not that I think they're lying, just... there has to be some reason for it, right?
Well, one thing the 2 of them have in common is that they're both Renins.
Okay, you 2. Put a pin in it for now. I know that we're in the dark about a lot, but for now, let's focus on getting through these mountains.
Yeah, of course.
Coming through!
Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
Can't get out of sight! Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Come one, come all!
Lightning orb!
Lightning slash! Eagle ray!
Healing circle! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy dinner! Holy land!
Everlasting star! Take this!
Freeze lancer! Illuminate the dark! Come forth! Holy crystal! Holy land! Mega ray!
You don't have firearms here on Dana.
Astral energy! Full throttle! Those astral arts of yours are pretty impressive.
Thanks! You're full of surprises yourself.
opponent like this should be easy.
Mega
Sword
Ray!
Rain Alpha!
Lightning Orb!
Blow away!
Dance in the
Resonate
wind!
with the earth!
Seal!
You're mine!
Mega Ray! Here I go! I'm only getting started!
Resonate with the earth!
Sweet dreams! Mega Ray! We fight better at a distance. Now! The further away, the better. Get toasty!
Bird strike! My fists are crushing it out there!
Little help! Where you go? This one's mine! Here I go! Searing Tempest! And then Star Will! They may look cute and stuff, but they're vicious!
From behind!
Mega Ray!
We got flyers!
I've got them! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours! Rising fire!
You are in tip-top shape!
As soon as I'm done here, come help out.
Only how could a girl ever say no?
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was improvement.
No, I mean you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered. Flare Tornado!
I'll face you!
Mega Ray! Now!
Sword Rain Alpha!
My fists are crushing it out there!
It sure got cold all of a sudden after we passed the peak.
Law.
Yeah, we're getting close.
Gotta break through!
I never miss! Dance in the wind! Sleep now! Searing flame! Reload! Searing flame! Reload! Take orb! I'm only getting started!
Flying free! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! We'll soon see about that! Reload! Back into the fray! Dance in the wind! Take it! Air it's over! My astral energy! Searing flame! Reload!
Demon Fang!
Now the sky! Kizara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
The heavens must be... Smiling.
Get lost!
Resonate with the earth!
I shall ensure you survive this.
Holy Land! Radiant Pierce!
Let the marksman handle this!
Native Holy Go! Holy Land!
Here our natural defenses are fading. I'm a sitting duck!
Retreat from this battle.
Retreat? I would never!
Radiant Pierce!
Mega Ray!
Lightning Orb!
Here I come!
Reload! Air Thrust!
Now! One more!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Pierce!
Blow away!
Seems about right to me.
We made it to Cyslodia.
We need to get that bridge down somehow.
It looks like we can control it from our side. Let's take a closer look.
Are you okay, Law?
Oh, fine. Just thinking. The past is a real downer. That's why I'm focused on what's ahead of me. You?
Yeah. I'm going to stay the path. As long as we're all together, I know we'll be all right.
Same here. Now let's get moving.
Oh, good. We can cross through here.
Stop! Who goes there?
My name is Alphen. We're not your enemies.
Did you say Alphen? Slap me silly, it really is you!
Forgetting someone?
Rinwell! Oh, glad to see you're doing okay.
What are you guys doing out here?
We're patrolling the realm. Never thought I'd bump into you all on my rounds, though. Heck, enough of me, though. What's going on up in the sky? Feels like the world's gonna end.
That's what we're trying to figure out ourselves. And as it happens, I've got a big favor to ask.
I had an inkling that's why you'd come back. As soon as I saw you in the distance. So you beat all the lords, huh? Damn, you really must be a hero.
I just did what I had to. So can you send anybody to help Ganeth Heros?
I think we can help out. I'll hit up the other resistance groups and rustle up some support. I doubt they'll have a problem sending people once I mention it's you who's asking.
Thanks. If you guys can help out, that'll give us a chance to do something about that wedge out in the ocean.
Yeah, I think that's something only you guys can handle. Speaking of which, that thing's out in the middle of the ocean. How do you even plan on reaching it?
By boat. We're about to go look for one.
No rest for the weary, I see. Hey, what happened to that mask you used to wear?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost it.
I sure never expected to run into Bregan.
Cyslodia's probably in good hands with him.
Yeah, now we can focus on finding a ship.
A boat, huh? where are we gonna find one of those? It's not the kind of thing people just leave lying around.
Especially not Renans. For an Imperial power, they never have shown much interest in maritime expansion. Still, I dare say there should be the odd small vessel here and there.
All well and good, but that structure's slap bang in the middle of the ocean. A fishing boat won't cut it.
Let's just try to find one that won't sink us halfway out, yeah? Not that it needs to be a huge galley like Almadria's or anything.
Just as well, since we've passed, let's see, literally 0 huge galleys.
All I know is we have to reach that thing in the ocean. Anything that might work, I say we try it.
It's freezing.
It's always like... If this insists... Flodia.
Menancia was most fortunate, I see.
This will be a delicious piece of cake.
Your blade moves like silk.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating. The heavens must be smiling. Retreat if you know what's good for you.
You're mine!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Thanks to Bregan, it seems like Ganeth Harrows should be in good hands, at least.
I wonder who they'll send to look after things. It'll be someone from one of the other resistance organizations, no doubt.
They could do a whole lot worse than someone like Doc. A knowledge of medicine would go a long way there.
Wait, do you mean the old guy back in Calaglia? Ganeth Harrows would be one hell of a trek from there. He'd have to get here first.
My brother's old second-in-command, Legil, would be a perfect fit, too. Pity she'll probably still have her hands tied up with work in Menancia.
Mahag Sar will be the same story. They won't have the manpower as it is, let alone enough to start exporting it.
Man, everyone's still struggling to get back on their feet, huh?
Knowing Bregan, he'll probably take things into his own hands. He seems like the kind of guy who enjoys a challenge.
Thinking back on it now, though, it does kind of make you realize just how many people we've gotten to know in each of the places we visited.
That's true. And each and every connection we forged is priceless. Anyway, we can trust Bregan to take care of things from here. Come on, let's focus on the task at hand.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle? Look! It's all the owls we found. I guess this was their way of thanking us for finding them.
It looks like they're grouping up by color. Is that a thing?
Actually, the color of Dan and Owl's feathers is based on their maturity and their astral energy element. So maybe they stick to certain groups even if they all belong to the same kingdom.
Then I guess that means we can tell just how many owls we found in each domain.
They seem to be saying something.
Maybe they're thanking us for finding their buddies. Then again, maybe they're telling us that we have more owls to find.
I think the Queen is protesting that they shouldn't put undue pressure on us.
Maybe he's arguing back that we're the only ones they can actually turn to?
Right. Which is why the Queen is worried about sowing any ill will with us.
We'll do our best, so don't worry, I think.
Can you understand them?
Of course not, I'm just inferring. For some reason, when I hear them talk, that's just what I imagine them saying.
Oh, well, I think you're pretty close to the mark at least.
Well, don't worry about it. We're not breaking our backs over this. I think that was a thank you.
Seems like it, from both of them.
Hootle seems happy with this. Isn't that nice, Rinwell?
Huh? Oh, yeah, absolutely.